and Lacatouche, along with Prodan, the only two players who play their football at home in Romania. Romania have never been beaten here. They've had 3 draws, 2 by scores of 1-1 and 1 scoreless. So this is a true test of Venables' England. Pleasant autumn evening, hardly a breath of wind. Just a little bit cooler than 24 hours ago when the Romanians trained on the pitch. And the first decision for the referee, Joël Quignou, who is a Breton, all the officials tonight from France. Venables has won his first battle. His appeal to the crowd, getting some response. Ron Greenwood there sitting just behind him. So it's worth noting that back in 1985, when Romania were last here, there was a similar appeal in the programme of that night. Line of 5 in midfield and a 6th wide. Hagi plays it to that 6th. They've got 2 in the middle. Off Pallister for the corner. Romania might have made more of that, but there was a whole posse in midfield, and they moved together in unison.
Great bit of play again by Hagi, releasing Lacatouche, again drifting out wide on the right-hand side. That's going to be his favourite position.
Hit to the back to Beledadic. There's a man on the goal line, so Ratachoiu was onside, and it's the man who was on the goal line who comes out with the ball. Pretty bright start this by Romania. That's Daniel Prodan of Steaua Bucharest. Main job was thought to be to mark Alan Shearer. Gheorghe Hagi, quiet in training, now with Barcelona, whom he joined after the World Cup. But he's made a promising start for this one. Nobody took Shearer then. Right. Tissier well forward at the start of the match. Hasn't dropped behind the front players, he's been in a line with them. The referee has given a free kick and made it clear what it was for, but not to me. Ince. Good tuck in by Muntanu. Dumitrescu. Offside against Ratachoiu. Spare man at the back comes comfortably across. Petrescu then clears. Popescu. Free kick is given. The tackle's going in. The referee playing the advantage, and it very nearly accrued for England. Held his arm up then, the referee, and indicated playing on. Came to Letizier, who didn't hesitate. What a good try.
Well, it was a stunning piece of skill. I was just thinking to myself that Letizier has made a quiet start, and then a brilliant little chip over the tackle, and with his left foot. I mean, another 2 yards further out, it would have been under the crossbar. The keeper, no chance, and that's why he's in the team.
Petrescu. Hagi comes from the back. Oh, we've got an open game on our hands here. Letizier at one end, Hagi trying to do something similar at the other. Skill being enjoyed by spectator and player alike. Look at this little flick up. Wonderful. And the goalkeeper was very happy to see that clear his goal. And then at the other end, skipper looked for the pass and then went for the shot, but had no chance of keeping that down. Bit surprised the referee didn't blow up for that. He has now. That was wild by Ince. And the referee says he went for the ball. There was a protest from one or two of the Romanians. Well, Premier League.
Well, certainly that sort of tackle, I think, would have been a definite yellow card in the Premier League. If he made any contact with the ball, it was the very slightest. He's definitely got Popescu's leg low down near the ankle, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if he does have to go off, and naturally enough, that would be an anxious moment for Spurs.
Well, you don't often see a referee making a sign that he played the ball. Romanians not at all happy about it. I mean, it was wild, it has to be said. Popescu of Tottenham Hotspur in Romania is taken off on the stretcher. That doesn't quite mean what it used to in days gone by. He's taken off for treatment. Let's hope that the injury is not too serious. John Barnes. Right. There were people moving and he was holding on. Certainly giving Popescu time to see if he can continue. Lakatush, remember, scored a couple of goals against Russia in the 1990 World Cup. Romania for a while went very well, and then lost out again in a penalty competition to Jack Charlton's Republic of Ireland. Good to see Popescu is back on.
I think one of the key differences in the two teams at the moment is the ability of the back people for Romania to keep possession, be patient, not give it away. I think England defensively are trying to knock it forward too quick rather than just show that little bit of composure, and if it's not on going forward, just turn round, build up and spread it and switch it to the other side.
Has to be said, Trevor, there was a higher technical quality about the Romanian side. Comes down to Popescu. Good positioning by David Seaman. Really struck it well, did Dan Popescu. Almost getting the man in. Ten minutes to half-time. No score, and an element of relief that that is the case. Now Letizia. Right. Looking for a better one second time around. May have found it. Shearer just couldn't readjust his position enough. Didn't get a clean head with Prodan in attendance. Just the man in the way was enough to put him off.
Prodan's quite a physical marker, the number 3. I think he played Alan Shearer quite well at the moment, digging when the ball's played into him, and certainly when the crosses come in, the arms and the little nudges are very evident, but not enough to actually cause a penalty decision.
A challenge. Better Montanu. Dimitrescu. Popescu. Choiu. Again, there's always somebody supporting wide. Dumitrescu it is, and Dumitrescu! And a player based in the Premier League in England is the first player to score against Terry Venables' national side. They've deserved it on the balance of play. Trescu played it in, and Dumitrescu who finished.
Yeah, just got a bit in front of the ball, did very well because he's almost on the half volley, just behind him, hooks it and actually keeps it down, shoots off the surface, thoroughly deserved goal. It's a delightful move right from the back. I mean, it'd be worth showing it from a coaching point of view, right from out of defence. Every pass was perfectly weighted. The person who was receiving possession never had to worry at all about controlling the ball. It was always just stroked in, a delightful build-up right through, and good finish by that man there, Dumitrescu.
Game 5, Terry Venables sees the first goal in the debit column. 4-8 against 1. And he will know better than anyone else that it's fully deserved. Once. Ince. Right. 3 up. Letizia. And still Letizia. But it needed better than each to help out Petrescu. Hadji. Challenged by Lacatouche on Lasso. Dumitrescu, we've seen the balance overall in the side. What balance he showed then to finish. Free kick against right. Referee says play on, it was a foul by Lee. Hadji. Petrescu's run outside. Hadji crosses with the right, it's well claimed. Petrescu, look at his body language on the cross. And the slight dig out, but superb balance and placement by Dumitrescu. Classic goal.
It was a classic goal. I think Terry Venables will be a bit surprised at the actual marking there. There was only Dumitrescu as the option in the penalty area. 3 defenders in there, no one calling to each other to pick up, and he had quite a few acres of space to pick his spot and score the goal.
To adjust a phrase, Trevor, marking what marking?
But I mean, it's been a very searching examination, hasn't it, in this first half. The Romanians playing just as well as they did, I think, in the summer in the World Cup. Delightful touch, vision, and they've been passing and keeping possession at a higher level than England have been able to do.
5 minutes to go to half-time. Throw down. Well, Angel Iordanescu was giving little away yesterday, privately or in press conference. Said too much about what test he was going to give to Terry Venables' side. Talked a little bit about they might be a bit tired from Saturday, but saying that he wouldn't experiment because he wanted the result. And a lot of people interpreted that as being going away not defeated. It's been a lot better than that.
They always just seem to have that little bit more time. It's because their first touch is so good. But I think, if anything, England have just got to try and push up as a whole unit. I think they've been, as a back four, too deep, and that sort of manager there must be absolutely delighted with his side performance. But Terry Venables on the other bench, a lot more talking to do.
Free kick is given. Iordanescu got the better of Terry Venables with Steaua Bucharest in the European Cup final. And Romania's one victory so far against England. He scored the decisive penalty. Terry Venables is going to have to put a few things right during the half-time interval, if he can. 4 to challenge from the free kick. Letizia and Barnes over the ball. It's Barnes, and it's a defender's header. Touch on by Shearer is well wide.
Had a lot of service as the Alan Shearer. This one, I would have thought Matt Letizia curling it into the goal might have been the better option. And it was only when the ball was knocked in that it was a very difficult one for Alan Shearer to try and turn in on goal.
Montano. Hadji pops up all over the place, sometimes disappears, and then suddenly you notice him in a dangerous spot. All back by one for England, the one being Shearer. John Barnes. Popescu. Each goes forward. He's the man who missed the last penalty against Sweden, thereby, unhappily for him, put his country out. This is Matthew Letizia. This was a bit short, but well worked by Wright. Well, that's one of the best moments of Ian Wright's international career, the way he did that.
It was terrific close control. Looked as if Matt Letizia's pass wasn't going to reach him. He then showed good tight control and hit a blinding shot. But it was straight at the goalkeeper still here. Didn't look as if he fancied holding the ball here, did he? Here it is. Looks as if it's the defender's ball, doesn't it? Ian Wright keeps possession, then just skips past another tackle, does very well. Not much backlift there. And unluckily for him, straight at the keeper.
Right, he's matched his starting number with a number of times he's been a substitute. 10 each. And still there, certainly had an interesting half. Made mistakes, but made saves when they've been needed. Looking at it from the other side, the control really struck it well, but too straight. Adams. Letizia, and suddenly Romania have all back by 2. Barnes. So, oh, he's got clear. Slightly put off by the challenge. Didn't make a good cross. The corner was conceded by the wandering goalkeeper. But Lasso hasn't had too many opportunities to get away. He got away cleanly then and was caught. Perhaps hit the cross slightly off balance. And we're playing the time that the French referee has allowed for stoppages. Robert Lee. Not too much movement for him. He's being asked to work this himself. Nobody's coming short to him. Good challenge by Jones. Shearer goes in chase. Throw down clears. Down by Shearer, and he scores! It's that lovely habit again for the man from Newcastle. whistle, Robert Lee goals in droves for his club, and his first chance at international level, he wasn't going to miss. Changed the atmosphere at the end of a half which has been controlled in the main by Romania. Good stuff, Robert Lee.
Well, that was a typical run, wasn't it? Great vision from Alan Shearer there to pick him out. One touch to control it. Doesn't snatch at it, waits for it to come down, keeps it on the floor. Excellent finish. But it does change the pattern, doesn't it, of the half-time team talk. A very relieved England team, I'm sure, going in